Hi, Programming 11. We're going to be taking a look at having the bullets expire. I want to show you what the problem is. I'm going to do a little print line. This is in the Pew Pew game here. Print line, the draw, as you can see, the draw function. Print line objects.size. Maybe I should put this as a text on screen actually, but I'll just put it there and we'll see how this goes. I'm going to run this, and you can see that at the beginning, and I'll try and zoom in. You can see that it's constantly printing out 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So that means there is, only one. This is print line objects.size. That means there's only one object in the game. And if we start the game, there it is, the object. If we start shooting, check it out. It goes to 7, 25. It just goes up and up and up. Those bullets that go off screen, check it out. It's like 162 objects. They're still in this game. They're still being shown and acted even though they're off screen, and that's going to eventually start lagging us out. It'll take a while. Like, I can shoot for a long time. This list will get up into thousands, but eventually we'll have so many bullets, and that's just kind of wasteful. So what I'd like to show you is how can we get rid of the bullets. This is actually a pretty big deal. Dynamic object management is the term here, and basically while the game is running, you need to be able to remove objects as well as create new objects. So right now we can create new objects, we can make bullets. Let's also kill bullets. So the bullet class has inherited a pretty sweet thing we haven't used too much. It's the isDead function. It just says, hey, if the HP is less than 0, it just returns true. In other words, it's a question. You can ask any particular bullet. You could say, hey, bullet, are you dead? By calling the isDead function, and then we can tell. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the bullet die, as in set its HP to 0 when it gets to the edge of the screen. To do that, we need to override the act function. Right now, the act function is just this. We're just borrowing the old act function from the game object. So now we're going to make a new act function. We still want to do that stuff, so I'm going to say super.act. We still want to do the stuff that is in the game object's act function, but now we want to do a little bit of extra. So I'm basically going to say if I get to the edge of the screen, so if x is less than 0, or x is greater than width, or y is less than 0, or y is greater than height, well, I went off the screen, and I'm going to set HP to 0. Now that doesn't actually mean anything yet. Maybe I'll put in the braces. I'm not sure how you guys feel about that. There's an if statement that on top of the stuff the superclass does that we're going to be asking every time we act. I mean, we can see that it doesn't do much. Watch, I can shoot. It's going to be setting the hit points to 0, but that doesn't mean anything yet. Those objects are still in the game. So how can we make them actually die when their HP gets to 0? Well, if the HP gets to 0, then when we ask the question, isDead, it'll return true. So we can build that into our game function. So we're going to go over to the game mode here. This is void game, and here's our while loop that processes objects. Check it out. We can not only can we show an act, but we can check to see if they're dead and then remove them if they are. So I'm going to put an if statement here. Notice where I'm putting it. This I++ is really important, what's going to happen to it, so watch out. So I'm going to say if object.isDead, then I'm going to remove the object. So I will say objects, typing, dot remove I. And if it's not dead, if it's alive, in other words, I'll move on to the next one. And it's an important distinction to make. If I remove it, I don't have to move on to the next one because that gets removed out of the list, and then all the items in the list get reordered, so the next one sort of comes to me. So I don't have to do the I++ in that case, but I do if I don't remove anything. So now check it out. Now that we've built this in, if I run this project, I'll keep my eye down here on the numbers to see how it's going. So if I click, I can shoot a burst of bullets. But see how it goes back to 1 now? Like, I'll try and... I don't think I can put them... Yeah, I can. This is why I should have put it on the screen. I'll stick it down here so I can zoom in. So you can see as I shoot, it goes up and the bullets fly. But when I get to the edge of the screen, it goes down again. So, I get at most 47 bullets. I could probably get a bit more than that, but it goes back down and recovers, which means that our computer's memory will be saved the torture of being filled up with useless objects that we don't need. This is dynamic memory management, and it's important for any large-scale object-oriented game where objects are being created and destroyed during the course of the project. So that's a big deal, and this will work for everything that dies. So now we can make players die, we can make anything die. We just have to set their HP to 0, and this will trigger the removal. So it's a really good system. So that's almost the whole of the bullet. The only thing left is the aiming of the bullet. And that's a little bit of a tricky one, so I think I'll leave that for next week. So thanks for your hard work in getting the bullet working. You can officially say we can pew pew in our project now, and I hope you're enjoying the project. Next week we'll get the aiming going on, and we'll add in collisions. That's going to be the next big step. We'll probably put in some obstacles where we'll make the bullets bounce off of them or something, and we'll have some fun with that. Okay, thanks everybody.